Hello. Alright, so I have here a working Commodore 64, all the significant chips, although I suppose they're all significant if they're bad, but all the big chips are in sockets, and I have next to me another machine that does not have everything in sockets, but it has, and it's not working, but it has some of them in sockets. So, the first thing I'm going to do, and by the way, I will only do this one chip at a time. Oh dear. I do believe I feel a sneeze coming on. So here is the PLA chip. I will set it down, and I will go. Now, this is a tricky thing. Tricky on this board. The PLA chip is down here. On this board, the PLA chip is near the top. So these different versions of the boards, if you're not paying attention, you could put the wrong chip in. So the 64 is off, and so as not to get things, I always try and pry ever so gently and wiggle, so as not to get things mixed up. I'm going to put things over there. Now I will look at the pins. You know what I need? I need my glasses. In some ways I like this version of the board better. It has better graphics written on there, but anyway, I have this resolved. Oops. Hello. Okay, so different PLA chip in, turn on the machine. Ah! Alright, that's a good sign. It is. So, I'm not going to take this out as of yet. I'm going to continue to test things from one machine to another. And I think maybe, although it probably is not going to make any difference, but you never know, but you never know, you know. You never know, you know. Anyway, I'm using the screwdriver very carefully to get the chip enough that I can give it a little wiggle. So, wiggle. Some of these chips have been in here for 30 more years, so, well, I'm sure they all have. Okay, so that was the 6510. The machine is off. We will once again do the wiggle. Do the wiggle. Do the wiggle. Right, 6510 out. 6510 in. Checking the pins. Checking the witness mark. We turn it on. We're good. Alright. And I think I will do the video chip. It seems to be giving me a bit of a hard time here. This one is ceramic. Now, pins are good. Must be careful of the proper configuration, because they are differently oriented. Okay, Rand, and we're still looking good. Hi, so we continue. We have swapped out the PLA chip, the 6510 chip, and the video chip, and they are all functioning. This is good. Now, we can only swap out what's socketed in this point, because we're not going to go for the whole desoldering thing right now, so I'm going to do the ROM chip 901-227-2. The middle of 3. Why this one? Because it is socketed. It's putting up a little bit of a fight, but not bad. Alright, so as always, inspect the pins. Pins look good. My glasses! Oh no. Well, I'll try this one without them. I must have set them down in my travels. We turn it on. We're good. Alright, so far, so good. We're now going for U2, which is the 6526 chip. Once again, gently, but firmly. Some people might say I should not use an all-metal screwdriver, but you know what, for this thing, and these chips, you do need, while being gentle, you need to be firm. So the 64 is off, that's a good thing. Pins. Pins are good. Witness mark established. We're in. We're all good. We're going on. Excellent. Alright, so far, so good. On big chips. As the dead test reported, I think it said it had 7 flashes. This is indeed perhaps an indication of RAM troubles. Alright, so we have U1 out and safe. U1 is another 6526. Computer is off. And those chips handled a lot of, well, the input-output things. The ports, the keyboard, joystick, cartridge, user, data set. Now I'm always very careful. Well, I'm always very careful in every way, but I'm always very careful not to foul up anything else while gently but firmly convincing a chip to come out. For example, there are lots of little capacitors here. I don't want to hurt them. So gently wiggle, look at the pins. We're good. Another 6526 chip. Pins are looking good. The witness mark is good. Going on. Okay, we're good. We are indeed. So, as I look here, we have checked 6 major chips. They're all good. I am going to, just for fun, just put this on the dead test, because this machine has just had major transplantation of organs. It's funny, you know, as I look at this version of the board, 250407, it does have the enclosure for the video chip. It does, and there's a lot of stuff going on in there. There's 4 other little chips and other such things. This version of the board, which is 250425, has very little. Very little. Wait, just shoot a picture of that. It does seem, what I suspect, that Commodore spent a lot of time re-engineering and re-improving and making things, of course, cheaper. Because the 64 in Canada, when it first started out, it was $900. They didn't stay that way. They did not. So, we're going to say Alright, so we seem to have done no harm. We seem. So this is encouraging. It's always good to have answers to whether chips are working or not working. I'm going to take this video chip out of here. It is, as many of them were, I think, anyways, or certainly the early ones. This is from the 13th week of 1983, which is, you know, a year into production. It's ceramic. It is. So, put the original back in, turn it on. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I don't believe I had a keyboard with this one. So, looks pretty good. This was one that would have had the original paper and covered in aluminum foil crap inside. It has these 2 copper things that held them down, probably to ground them. Did. So, what I'm going to put here is check other chips and they're in. But what this means at this moment, because I'm not doing that now, that means a whole lot of unsoldering, that's a whole lot of time. And I'm still hoping to find my really good solder this one is going to go in a pile now of machines to be looked at another time, because it's, well, there's going to be a lot of stuff to check. And you know what, I've got to find a better way to unsolder. I like what I've been doing for unsoldering, but this is a whole lot of time to dig into. And swapping out chips is much easier. So, what do we have? We have a 64, everything in sockets. This is our test machine, and so far every major chip we've been checking is functioning. So as I sort things, I am going to have a bin of dead things that need investigation and a bin of things that are alive. And this one eventually will be alive, but right now this has become my star pupil, or my star actor, because it will help with all kinds of things. So, we have not resurrected the machine, but we have found some good chips. I wish the SID chip had been socketed, it is not. So remember, another thing to keep in mind, different versions of the board. PLA chip is lined up with the ROMs and the 6510. Other versions, the SID chip is down below. You've got to watch carefully, and it's funny. Oh, U17, U18, oh, okay, let me just look at this again. Yes, okay, on both versions of this board, I like this one better. It has more lines, but it does indeed make reference to U17 on this board being up here, and U18 being here, and on this one U18 is here, and U17 is here. So, a bunch of good chips, and a machine that needs more attention, but we have some good chips, and good chips may come in handy as we continue to explore more machines. So, thank you for being here. We will continue to explore. Bye for now.